there, FastPastor fans. I gotta be careful how I say that. Plug there. But first video, FastPastor.com. I'm gonna show you what it looks like for me to go on a Sabbath trail day. Wait, I didn't say that. Sabbath day trail run routine. Script: wake up, dress up, get out, run, enjoy, take pictures, process, pray. Okay, I'm not going to show you what was first on that list, which was getting out of bed, and I promise you, it's flat out ugly. Scraping out the junk in your eyes. You don't want to see me in my pajamas. Pour a little coffee. I come out on my porch usually in the morning and I scare the neighbors. I jump into serious time with the Lord. Quiet time to me as a kid just meant you were in trouble. But I actually really love this time with the Lord. I'm digging into the Word. What I use is what they call the Daily Office Bible reading plan. You can find online. It just gives you a few passages to read throughout the day. You read them at breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then maybe before bed. And so today this is my passage. May 12th, 2017. The first psalm is Psalm 40, Psalm 54. So after a couple sips of my coffee, it's almost gone, I start to write this stuff out. It just helps me put it to memory, and I kind of do it creatively. And I know all you manly men out there like going, weird, little weird, little weird, little weird. It's not weird. It's not weird. Being creative is a lot of fun for me. Psalm 40, I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined and heard my... No, that's not just a sad cry. That means that you're crying out to God. And he put a new song in my mouth, a new song, a hymn of praise to our God. So I kind of draw this thing out, but verse 2, man, I love verse 2. And look what I did. Yeah. He drew me, pulled me, yanked me up from the pit, out of the miry bog, and he set my feet upon a rock. Perfect passage for today because I'm going on a trail run. Here's a pair of shorts. I actually got these at Marshall's for like $6. Socks. This shirt here is a shirt that Jaden and Audrey Ross gave me. Nothing really matches. Here's my trail shoes. Brooks Pure Grit, and my trucker hat that I love. Mesh keeps me cool. This is my heart rate monitor right here. Spy belt that I use to hold my phone. I got this free at the Denver Rock and Roll Marathon. And then I have this. This is my most expensive piece of gear. It is awesome. Rather than carrying a water bottle around with me, I like to take a couple of snacks, a couple of things that can go with me. I'll put my little selfie stick in there as well. Rhonda is an oil guru. We're a really oily, greasy family. But one of the things she does is she does this sunscreen. So most sunscreens are just filled with all kinds of toxins and all kinds of stuff you put in your body. So yeah, you might not get cancer from the sun, but you might get it from your sunblock lotion. So there you have it, all greased up, cancer free. And here we go. I'm driving and filming, totally illegal. So I'm not going to look at the camera. I just did. Oh! I just got done doing a little bit of stretching. I don't do a ton of stretching, but there are a couple things that I do. I do that leg motion that you thought was really weird in the video, where I'm just kind of kicking the air. That is actually really good for your hip flexors. It kind of opens up your hips, gets your hips ready to go for the trail and for your run. And then I kind of did that lunge. I'm just stretching out my calves. I'm opening up my hips a little bit more as well. And then I did that kind of a reach to the sky type of thing. I know it looks like yoga. It's sort of like yoga, but really what that's doing is it is also stretching my hip flexors. I've had a hip flexor injury over the last year. For those of you who think you can actually run without ever getting an injury, let me ask you this. Can you live the spiritual life without ever being hurt? I'm gonna write about that. I mean, that's good stuff. I don't care who you are. But you can't avoid hurt. You can't avoid pain. You can't avoid that. Like, that's part of the process of actually running, is learning that pain is just a marker that says I'm doing something significant that is good for my heart. It's good for my soul. Just a little lesson on that. I'm like about 5 minutes from the trail. We'll see you there. Okay, so I'm going to one of my go-to trails, one of the ones that I really don't need a lot of time to get to. It's really close to my house. It's called Matthew Winters Park. There's two of them. Matthew Winters Park and Apex Park are two of the closest ones. And honestly, they are just beautiful runs. So you're gonna get to see a little bit of that today. Matthew Winters Park is right next to Red Rocks Park, or Red Rocks Amphitheater. You know, like the place where John Tesh became really, really famous. Wait, did John Tesh ever become really, really famous? I guess. There it is. My watch is synced up, GPS is synced up, and it just told me I have a voicemail. I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm on my Sabbath, and it's a 1-800 number. So as I was running up this hill, this is where I got. So I'm thinking, is that the rock? You know, Isaiah, who's this prophet that would just tell us not only about himself and be very real and honest and transparent about his own life, but I mean, there's moments where he cries out and says, God, where are you? You know, kind of like the psalmist does as well. How many of you guys have had moments like that in your journey and your trail, where you get to the place where you're just going, you know, God, seriously, am I there yet? Am I there yet? And so I'm looking at this rock and I'm thinking, this would be an easy place for me to stop my video and move on. I waited patiently for the Lord, and he heard my cry. So I don't know what your cry is today. Mine's out on a trail run on my Sabbath, and I'm just crying out to God, and I'm expecting that he will continue to give me energy and walk with me and give me new insights as I go to the top of this mountain. It's not far, honestly. I'm not an ultra trail runner. In fact, I'll probably go about 6 miles today, and to some of you that seems ridiculous, but to me, as I follow a lot of these guys, they're running 50 miles, they're running 26 and on a trail with elevation, and 100 miles. The point of this is, you got to start somewhere. You can always get better, you can always get stronger, but unless you get out there, unless you hit the trail, unless you cry out and wait patiently, I promise you're going to be stuck in the same place that you are. So get out there. So there you have it. I'm all done. I thought it was gonna go 6. I don't know why I thought it was 6. So on my very first blog, FastPastor.com, I lied. I'm gonna go ask for forgiveness and I'll be good. Romans 8 says that I'm not condemned. So hey, you guys have a great week. Get out there and run some trails. If you're not running trails, get out there and get a walk in, do something, anything. Just get moving a little faster than you've been moving. All right? Real life, real health, FastPastor.com.